Folks, thank you for joining us here at FCSN. We are your hosts, Mike Johnson and John Michael. Welcome to our very first FCSN podcast. So, Mike, for the first podcast, what are we going to talk about today? Well, the first thing on the agenda, we got the new signing of the LA Galaxy, the new defender, Emrah Kimenta from Sacramento Republic FC. And here's the thing, John. I have seen videos of this guy, and this guy does look awesome. Let's watch the video of what his possible potential will be. Shall we?
Look at Emrah Kimenta with a shot that goes in! You don't see it often from a center back. All the way from the back line to the front he goes, and they'll dance together for the Sacramento Republic. Kimenta drops it in! Absolutely sensational Kevin Goldthwait from Emrah Kimenta. Emrah Kimenta with number 3 on the year.
You're right, Mike. This guy does look like he has potential. I think the same thing is going to go with him like he did with Alexis, where he was a new player for the LA Galaxy in 2017, and he then immediately just became a star. So I think you're right about that. Yep, this guy does look like he has potential. I think he's a great addition for the LA Galaxy defense. But to be honest, I think the Galaxy should also be looking for what their main mission is, looking for a new striker, and hopefully that striker will show up. Next in the agenda, Bastian Schweinsteiger has returned for 2018. I want to congratulate Chicago Fire for making Bastian Schweinsteiger return back for their team. Congratulations, guys, on re-signing your re-signing your star. I really cannot speak today. Let's watch the video, shall we?
It is my real privilege to formally introduce to you the newest member of the Chicago Fire, Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Major League Soccer, meet your newest star, Bastian Schweinsteiger.
How are you enjoying Chicago and life in the States?
Actually, I'm enjoying it a lot. All the people, they were really nice, very polite.
Bastian Schweinsteiger there wearing the armband for the MLS All-Stars.
Juninho has come close a little bit as this game goes on and on. And New England.
Schweinsteiger sneaks through, and the German has done it again.
Welcome back, Bastian Schweinsteiger. And John, we could totally see how he was moving through the defense in that game. And this is living proof that the Germans are probably the best not defenders, but the best players in the world. Germany are the World Cup winners. So I think the Germans are probably the best players that any team could have. Would you agree, John? I totally agree with you, my dear son Mike. Folks, next on the agenda, do not miss on January 21st of 2018, the LA Galaxy's new primary kit. It's going to be awesome. And you can see on the screen there a teaser of what the jersey is going to be now. Looking at the letters this and LA with that lighter blue, I think this jersey might look awesome. I hopefully think that they will have a good design. What do you think, John? Well, I honestly hope that they do make a good design. They don't screw it up, and I think I'm gonna like it. I just same with you. I just hope that they still go with the same design. With all the white, and yeah, we just basically with the same design. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and what it says here too is that, let me just go back to the article here. Folks, I want to say this video has been sponsored by MLS app. Download anytime on iPhone or Android. Between the Twitter teaser and crosstown rivals LAFC adopting a black and gold color scheme, it seems likely the Galaxy will stick to some variation on that all-white classic. Of course, you have to wait until Sunday to find out, but when it does drop, check MLSstore.com for purchase info. So I cannot wait for that. Yes, I can definitely not wait for Sunday for the ultimate launch of the primary kit for 2018 for the MLS sensation Los Angeles Galaxy. Next on the agenda, we'd like to talk about the fact about none other than the LA Galaxy legend Landon Donovan coming back coming out of retirement for the third time in a row. Actually, for the second time in a row, and he joins Club Leon. Something that is just unbelievable. This is the most recent. Okay, I got several opinions about that if you ask me actually. The fact is, he has retired. He is retired twice. You cannot just come out of retirement for the second time in a row. Also, if Landon was about to do that, why not go back to his old club, LA? I know that in 2016 he came back, and for the rest of the year he only scored one goal, and that sucks. It's pretty much a player's worst record. But LA needs help. LA needs a striker. Landon Donovan is that striker. But unfortunately, we didn't get him for the 2018 season, which honestly is disappointing and sucks. But let's see how this legend goes with Club Leon. Apparently, he said that playing for Liga MX was a dream for him. So let's see how he does. Let's see this video.
Otra vez, gracias por venir esta noche. Estoy muy emocionado. Empezar, como he dicho en mi Twitter, yo no creo en los muros. Y cuando era joven, yo empecé jugando fútbol con todos los mexicanos. Y fue siempre un sueño jugar en México. Y ahora estoy aquí. Y estoy aquí para ayudar a ustedes a ganar otro trofeo, otro campeonato. Gracias para todo. Chao.
So that was a good review by Landon Donovan. And it even says here in truth, my emotional reaction to LD side coming out of retirement to sign with Liga MX Club Leon falls somewhere along the lines of Yeah, I guess I agree with that too. Well, Landon, I wish you good luck because I'm a big fan of you. So, good luck, Landon Donovan with Club Leon. Personally, I think if you were to ever join a Liga MX team, it would be Club America because they're the Mexican sensation. But still, whatever, and I just give you a congratulations coming to you here from Futbol Galaxy. Well, Mike, what's next in the agenda? Yes, next to the agenda, we got that rumor of LA Galaxy looking for that striker. One nominee here is Ola Kamara from Columbus Crew SC. So let's check out this video here, shall we?
Sam Statesco coming to you from Orlando City Stadium, where we just saw the first two games of the 2018 MLS Combine. I'm not going to talk about those right now, however. I'm going to give you a little bit of an update on Ola Kamara. As has been previously reported by a couple of outlets, and as I've been told this week at the Combine, Colorado and LA are both in the mix for the Norwegian striker, with LA probably having a slightly better chance of landing him. While there are a couple of teams interested, it's going to take a big-time offer to get Kamara out of Ohio. From what I understand, the Crew's asking price is really, really high for the Norwegian striker, as it should be. We might not be talking Darlington Nagbe money, but it's going to be in that neighborhood. A lot of allocation money, maybe some GAM, definitely some TAM, maybe a player. There's a big asking price for Kamara. They're right to hold out for a huge offer. Kamara has been one of the most productive strikers in the league since he became a starter early in the 2016 season. He's proven in MLS and won't have to adjust to the league or the country. He's much more of a sure thing than a comparable foreign signing and could come at a lower overall cost, even if we're getting into the neighborhood of the $1 million allocation range. So, Kamara might want out, but Columbus are committed to getting fair value for him. If they don't, we could very well see him back in black and gold in 2018.
Interesting video, Mike. Yeah, if Ola Kamara were to ever sign for LA Galaxy, that would be awesome. And I say that if he started well with Columbus, I say he would make a perfect end. I would say that he could totally make a perfect continuing in his soccer career with the Los Angeles Galaxy. What do you say, Mike? Yes, I think I agree with you. And we saw some clips of him playing, and he does look good. He does look good as a striker, so I think he will look good for the LA Galaxy. Next on the agenda, I would like to talk about Mike. Okay, John, your turn. Yeah, just go on. So, Mike, I would like to talk about how the fact that Theo Walcott joins Everton and leaves Arsenal. Theo Walcott joins Everton after more than a decade at Arsenal. More than 10 years. After more than a decade and almost 400 appearances in the red of Arsenal, Theo Walcott will now be wearing Everton blue. So let's check out this little video here, shall we? Apparently there's no volume. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, that was actually pretty interesting, John. Nice job. Thank you, Mike. So yeah, congratulations, Everton, on getting Theo Walcott, and I guess one little bit disappointment for Arsenal. But yeah, congratulations, Everton. I think I like this transmission of now moving into the Premier League. Our friend John will now be the one who will be speaking, because he deserves a right to speak, you know. Thank you for the opportunity. So next on the agenda that we have here, we have the fact of Arsenal, the Arsenal left winger Alexis Sanchez. Now I'm trying to find here an article that talks about something from that. Okay, let's talk about. Okay, let's put a pause to that list to the agenda. The other thing in the agenda that we have here is the fact about Arsenal and Aubameyang. That interesting link. But it says here that Arsenal have lost control in Henrik Mkhitaryan in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang pursuit, says Ian Wright. Now, I could totally see Aubameyang playing for Arsenal. I personally liked Borussia Dortmund, actually, and I thought it was a good rivalry between the Yellows and the Reds, Borussia Dortmund and Arsenal. But the fact that the striker moving for Arsenal, I think it could boost up Arsenal. What do you think, Mike? Aubameyang to Arsenal. That's an interesting thing to think about. I think I could definitely see him with the red jersey, and I think it would totally make a boost up to his career playing in the biggest league. I don't know about the biggest, but the most popular league in the world, the English Premier League. The Gunners are trying to take Mkhitaryan from Manchester United as part of a deal that will send Alexis Sanchez in the final 6 months of his contract to Old Trafford. Arsenal pursued the Armenian international before he joined the Red Devils in the summer of 2016, only to fall out of manager Jose Mourinho's affections. Interesting. So Aubameyang to Arsenal and Alexis Sanchez to Manchester United. Now, here's the thing that is I'm not so awesome about. Basically, I don't get that Manchester City are not getting the hands of Arsenal, because last year Alexis Sanchez wanted to go to Manchester City, and then at the last second Arsenal put the plug off and it was too late, and Sanchez was stuck. Now, the January transfer window is open. Sanchez going to Manchester City. Yes, it's finally about to happen. But then, boom, the rivals, Manchester United, comes in, and now they want to get him. It's like, come on. I could totally see Sanchez in the blue jersey. Not really with another red jersey. But what do you think about that, Mike? I mean, John. I just called you myself. What do you think about that, John? Well, I don't know. I mean, the Manchester United and Manchester City are the two biggest rivals and clubs in the history of the English Premier League. But I guess I can see Sanchez play more in the blue jersey than in the red jersey. I guess because he's already playing in a red jersey. I just cannot see him play with the Devils. I can see him more play with Man City. Another article here about Aubameyang and his link with Arsenal. Media award could play into Arsenal's hands. Really? Even a decade after he left to join Milan as a 17-year-old apprentice, Aubameyang still regards a picturesque medieval town of Laval in western France as his home. Last summer, the British Dortmund forward, who could replace Alexis Sanchez at Arsenal, had just beaten Robert Lewandowski to finish as the Bundesliga top scorer with 31 goals when he was top scorer with 30... Wait, what? When he was spotted wearing a shirt he had exchanged with Antoine Griezmann as he played a game of five-a-side with his friends in the Parc de Saint-Berthevin. So, yeah, we right now we cannot find the article with Alexis Sanchez and Manchester United. But for now, wait, here we go. Well, there's one thing. It's not likely that Sanchez will be joining Chelsea, according to Conte. But the Arsenal transfer analysis, the player set to replace Alexis Sanchez at Emirates Stadium is probably going to be Aubameyang. That is, if Sanchez does leave Arsenal, which right now he is not leaving. But still, and here we go. We finally found an article for you guys. And folks, we'd also like to say this video is not only sponsored by the MLS app, but also by the Futbol app. Download anytime at iPhone or Android. It's probably the best football sports app you can download for your phone for those who are soccer or football lovers. Alexis Sanchez's transfer demand showed true cost of Arsenal to Manchester United move. Would you like to read that, John, for us? My pleasure. Alexis Sanchez is expected to complete a £35 million move to Manchester United in the coming days. Hopefully, because it's been at about 2 weeks since that news of his transfer. Sanchez seemed certain to join the Premier League leaders this month, but Manchester City decided to end their interest in the Chile international on Monday of the costs involved. Oh, that sucks. Yep, that does suck. Chelsea are also not expected to meet the steep cost of Sanchez, while Arsenal are asking for a £35 million transfer fee. Sanchez's demands take the true cost of a move for the star significantly higher than that figure. The Sanchez camp are also asking for a minimum salary of £300,000 a week. Oh, jeez. A signing on fee of up to £20 million. And his agent wants a £10 million fee. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for these two star players, Sanchez and Aubameyang. The transfers are just mixing up, going round, but nothing is still official. We're still yet waiting for some confirmed news. Thank you for this awesome Premier League analysis, transfer rumor analysis, John. Now, on the last thing of the agenda, I'd like to say about a strong rumor that actually was last year, but it came out to be interesting about Robert Lewandowski wanting to move to Southern California in LA and get this, finishing his career in an LA team. Now, I don't know about you, John, but the fact, or the idea more likely, of Robert Lewandowski joining possibly legendary LA Galaxy is probably the most awesomest thing I can ever imagine. What do you say, John? Well, for one thing, it is official that Lewandowski wants to move to LA. But the fact of him joining an LA team is still something to think about because it's not official. But it is an interesting idea. I mean, Schweinsteiger, he plays for Chicago Fire. Why not have another German team in MLS? I actually like that idea. I like it. I like it a lot. And the last thing we have for the agenda. I know the Lewandowski rumor was in that, but the last thing is that we all heard last week, or actually later last week, about Chicharito getting out of West Ham. Basically saying West Ham's not exactly want Chicharito no more. News dropped this week in England that West Ham United may look to offload Mexico striker star Javier Hernandez, perhaps even listening to offers while the winter transfer window stands open for business. Now, my friend, such world has predictably kicked up a bit of the old Chicharito to MLS shuttle, but which got us to thinking which MLS clubs could work as landing spots. Now, for you guys who already know me and John, the club that we all love that Chicharito joined would be LA Galaxy. Now, my friend, the idea of Chicharito Hernandez joining LA Galaxy for me would be a dream come true. I totally agree with you, Mike, except there is a huge problem. The first hurdle to any Hernandez approach will be the fact that they have no DP slots available. But the new TM rules make it much easier for them to buy down a DP player, but there's still no assurance the Galaxy could swing that right now with either Ramon Alessandrini or Jonathan Dos Santos. In other words, in order for LA Galaxy to get Chicharito Hernandez or Ibrahimovic, which is more unlikely, is if they sell Ramon Alessandrini or Jonathan Dos Santos, who both of them are superstars in LA. That would be a great sacrifice, but I guess worth it. But still, I personally enjoy watching Ramon Alessandrini and Jonathan Dos Santos wearing the Galaxy jersey. How about you, Mike? Yeah, I agree. I enjoyed watching these two players play for MLS. I just cannot see them going away. I mean, I think Jonathan Dos Santos' move to LA was awesome. Alessandrini, he's awesome. The fact that one of them has to go is like a no-winner situation. I mean, yes, you get Chicharito, but you also lose another superstar. So, it's like a 50-50, as in you win and also you lose at the same time. So it kind of sucks. I just hope that Chicharito can possibly join the LA Galaxy, but we'll have to wait for the future. So, folks, thank you for joining us at our very first FCSN podcast. Later on, we'll talk about more transfers or rumors, whatever comes out in the world of soccer. So, thank you very much, and have a good night.